I open up my phone and I text my mom. I said, Mom, I'm about to be on national television. And so I position myself and bully my way in there. I had to like crowd my way in there. And I'm like, okay.
Stomped on a few Gen Z heads to get there.
I was moving some Gen Z people out of the way so I could get on.
So get the fuck out of here, kid. Austin is here.
Hello, everybody. I'm here. I was invited this time.
What is this?
As a gay man, I can say the F slur.
Okay.
What if I said it on Twitch? I'm not going to say it.
Well, you can't. You have to say without.
I asked Dan this. I'm always curious. Like if I were to slip up and say it, like I'm not queer coded, so I feel like they wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh, it would sound so homophobic.
No, it would sound really homophobic. Like when I have to call, and be like, Dan, they didn't know. Dan, they didn't know. You know what I mean? And then he dodged the question, but then he answered. And he actually came up with a really good answer. He's like, you can't really moderate that. So like it would be a bunch of like right wingers saying the F slur, just being like, no, but I'm gay. And then they would never be able to moderate it. So that's the problem. So I get that.
Answer for this, Austin.
Okay, so the backstory behind this is I was in the platform as creators at the DNC.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
We're going to start from the start here. Okay. Now, a lot of these creators here are Gen Z.
Okay.
Which you are not a part of.
No,
you are not a part
millennial.
of. So which one was it? Were you like really lived up and you wanted to be on camera, or were you really excited at the prospect of being featured in a Gen Z photo?
No idea that this, I didn't know.
Okay, there's two options.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It was totally just to be on camera.
Oh,
I had
okay.
no idea what this was about. I was in the thing. So this is what happened. So I'm in the.
So you weren't like, even for a brief moment, you weren't like, man, these people are all much younger than me.
I didn't even know that's what it was about until after the fact. Okay, so we're on the floor of the DNC. There's like this place where creators can like get close. It's where I watched Bill Clinton speak, and like you could get close to the stage. As the platform, we had to get escorted down there and escorted back, and I never
saw the floor, by the way. How many times did you get down to the floor?
Just once. It was kind of hell. I had to stand the whole time. My back started to hurt.
Crazy. It's crazy that like you got more play at the DNC than I did.
I don't think so. You had like access. Like the New York Times interviewed you. I mean, I did get interviewed a little bit more, but
okay. But like that was me related to me. That was nothing to do with like the New York Times wasn't like
they were very specific. They wanted to know what I thought about everything. But anyway, regardless,
back starting to hurt while pretending you're Gen Z Lamau.
Okay, so I'm on the platform and there starts to be whispers on the platform. They're like, so we're on the floor and I start to hear whispers, okay, about like she's gonna speak, she's gonna be on speak. And they're like, gather around. And I'm like, oh shit, she's going to be on national television. So immediately I open up my phone and I text my mom. I said, Mom, I'm about to be on national television. And so I position myself and bully my way in there. I had to like crowd my way in there. And I'm like, okay.
Stomped on a few Gen Z heads to get there.
I was moving some Gen Z people out of the way so I could get on.
So get the fuck out of here, kid.
And I was like, okay. And then I saw the camera come on. I was like, okay, here's my moment. I see the camera. All right. And I like looked at the Jumbotron and I could see like the live feed. So I kept having to get on my tippy toes because there was a layered platform. She was elevated. She was at a higher platform. I was a little lower, but I was like, okay, how do I sneak? So I was like trying to get between this girl's head and the other girl's head. And I did. And I was texting my mom. I was like, Mom, did you see me? She didn't see me at all. But anyway, that's the story. And I had no idea until after the fact this was a Gen Z thing. Which made it 10 times funnier.
Olivia Giuliani came up to me after the next day and was like, I think that was your friend, that really old guy that just like kept...
Shut the fuck up.
Was that your friend? People kept saying that like that really old guy behind us was your friend.
You know, and I did meet a couple of people, and she was a Biden dead ender, evidently. Yes. And I think Harry Stinson was there, who's also a Biden dead ender. And I actually felt for a moment, I was like, wow, as somebody who is not a political commentator, I was like, damn, I
by repeating Hasan stuff, by watching Hasan.
No, I came to this conclusion on my own.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All my thoughts and opinions are my own. And I was one that was outspoken in believing that Biden needed to drop out well before even you probably thought so.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You outflanked me on that.
I did.
Yeah, for
I did.
sure. You taught me everything I know
I did. Yeah, I did.
about politics.
And I knew that the interview didn't go well on CNN. I did. I knew that.
Why do you sound like Trump again? You started going when you start lying. You do the Trump voice. Have you noticed that? I knew the interview didn't go well.
I start to speak in his
yeah,
cadence.
yeah.
But I did know. I did.
You did it again. But I didn't know. Many people were saying
Everybody
I
was
knew.
saying it, but I did know. I really did.
Everyone
I shouldn't have, but I
knew.
did. I really shouldn't have, but I did. Folks, they're executing babies after birth, 3 months after birth sometimes. They're killing babies, believe me.
Oh,
They're getting them all, folks.
brilliant.
6 months after birth, 9 months after birth, a year after birth.
You and I
They're
had
aborting babies.
you and I had the exact opposite like DNC experience.
Yeah.
Where I went like a very different route of a guy who was like there hungry to make like, hungry to do the news and do commentary. You went there with, did you have a purpose in mind?
I wanted to collaborate as much as possible.
With who?
Well, with you, if you would let me, but I often couldn't get it. Started off when we arrived, Hasan was like hot. He's like, "You're my liberal correspondent."
Yeah.
It lasted about 45 minutes. And after that, I never saw him for the rest of the trip.
Well,
He's like,
because-
"You're my liberal correspondent." I was like, "Hasan, I'm going to take a nap." And the moment I took a nap, evidently, like I was out. In his eyes, I was like down.
because you were like, oh, I'm really tired the first day, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the Palestinian protest, and then I'm gonna go into the DNC. I'm not gonna like wait for you.
Well, no. But then after that, I couldn't find you. It was like, like everybody was like, I couldn't get into the suite. I was
And then
trying to get into the suite.
the last day he wanted to get into the suite, but he couldn't get into the suite because I got kicked out before he could even get into the suite.
I would have though, but I was talking. I had dude. I had a whole plan. Did I tell you my plan? Like I was gonna call your manager because they were like, I was like, can I go in the box? Like I know him. Like I was talking to my contact. I was like, I know him. Can I go in the box? And she's like, well, we need approval first. And I'm like, from who? And they're like, his manager or him. And I was like, well, I can't get. He's not going to say yes. So I was like, I was going to go through your manager to get
Wait,
in the
you think
box.
I was gonna say no?
Well,
I would
no,
have said yes.
I know, but I couldn't get a hold of you. There was no way to get a hold of you, so I had to go through your manager. No,
He
it
just
wasn't
hung
Marsh.
out with the I've had it ladies.
Marsh wouldn't answer my phone calls.
He hung out with the I've had it ladies, and then also like interviewed Stacey fucking Abrams.
Yeah, I don't know
and
how the
shit.
fuck I ended up with that. I was just
The
walking
DNC
around.
is just like they are doing no fucking background searches whatsoever.
Well,
they
hold
were
on,
like,
but I did a great interview with. Actually, I asked Stacey Abrams. So I've had it, ladies.
where did you post the fucking interview?
I didn't post it. They did. So
I've had it ladies.
I've had it,
posted.
ladies that were going around interviewing people, had it or hit it. They have this segment, had it or hit it. And I interviewed Stacey Abrams, and the first question I asked her was, Stacey, I didn't call her Stacey, Mrs. Abrams. What did I say? I don't remember what I said. I didn't call her by a name, I don't think. But I said, had it or hit it, Marjorie Taylor Greene. And she did not like that fucking question.
That's funny.
She looked at me.
You should have asked her, had it or hit it. Michael Bloomberg gave her millions of dollars.
Oh, really?
So she had to
Wait, that would have been funny.
No, it wouldn't have. She would have been very pissed.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh,
This
perfect.
is precisely the reason why people like Stacey Abrams are never
wasn't
brought
very-
up to me.
Yeah,
as a
I'm not gonna say
possible
it.
interview.
But yeah, I got interviewed by the Associated Press, in which they started asking me questions. I don't know what the fuck it is about getting interviewed, but like all of a sudden I was like, the media was like trying to find shit out about the Democratic Party, and I had all the answers. You know what I mean? They're like, did you get paid? I'm like, no, what? No,
I mean,
chill.
They're doing their job, dude.
I know, but I'm like, no, I didn't get like,
you're a
chill. I
creator.
just was here to hang out.
You're a creator for Kamala Harris. Obviously, they're going to ask you if you've been paid because, like, that is I mean, there were plenty of people who were paid that were there, I think.
Yeah, but who cares?
Not me, unfortunately.
And I want to go. I told the Democratic Party, I said, I will go on Fox News as a creator for Kamala, and I will talk about, I will get interviewed, and they can ask me questions about whether I got paid or not, and I will answer to it.
Of course, you two were treated differently. You dressed like a gym floozy while Austin showed respect by dusting off that Baptist suit. Put the takes in the bag, Unc. Yeah, I have fallen off officially, chat. I need to start paying for these takes.
All right, had it or hit it, Project 2025.
We've had it. It's been around.
My mic
It's time
was
to kill
so
it.
fucked
What
up
do
in
you
this
think's going to happen
interview.
in Georgia? Are we going blue?
We are going to hit it. We got it.
Absolutely. Okay.
Dude, sorry. I was nervous, okay? I was nervous.
What the fuck was that, bro?
I was nervous.
You hit it. What's going on?
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Look at her face. She's like, oh, don't fuck this up.
Had it or hit it. Kamala Harris, Tim Walz.
Hit it, get it, let's get it done.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. Let's get it done. Let's elect Kamala Harris.
That's right. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
That's insane.
Well, that went a lot worse than I remember.
Oh my Lord. How do you, world's most lived up homosexual interview, world's most grifted up politician. Yeah, Stacey Abrams is.
We were supposed to interview.
You should have asked her, had it or hit it, your best friend who's a lawyer who you funneled a shit ton of fucking campaign contributions
now, hold on.
to.
Stacey and I are good friends now.
Yeah, had it or hit it. Again, why did you defend?
I don't think she liked me very much.
Had it or hit it. Why did you defend Michael Bloomberg when people were criticizing him for stop and frisk?
Who's the that did the Butch bleach blonde Butch
Jasmine
body?
Crockett.
Yeah, Representative Crockett was who we were supposed to interview, so I had prepped for that interview.
What were you gonna ask her?
I was gonna say I was gonna tell her about how like.
Oh, that's why they cut your Marjorie Taylor Greene question from this.
Because I was going to ask her about Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I was like,
Can you come up with anything else?
No, I didn't know anything about Stacey Abrams. I was like, was she elected at any point?
Good question.
No, like, No, but I'm serious. Like,
no.
I was like,
No,
what do
that's
I
a-
call her? Like,
No, that's a
Representative
very-
Mrs. Abrams?
That's
like,
a very funny question.
No, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck do I call? You know what I mean?
You just made like a very funny political take without realizing.
No, I
that
knew what I was saying.
Okay. No, she's never won.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I was
Which is
asking,
why it's
how
pretty
do I
funny.
refer to her?
Which is why it's pretty funny because like Dems fucking love
Wait,
her.
AP had an Austin quote?
Live from the DNC, it could be one of your favorite online influencers.
Wait. What did I say?
It's kind of surreal to be sitting here and surrounded by so many politicians and people with political influence that I've looked up to for so long. He's talking about me, Chad.
Yep.
And then to be surrounded by other creators. It's a testament to how the media landscape has shifted and how much influence as creators we have, said AustinShow, who we do not know when the last time he's made original content. That's what they should have. Like, they're like, they brought him here, but we don't really know where this video footage that he's supposedly filming is going to be living.
It was so funny.
Did you make any original content when you were there?
No. In every interview that I had, they were like, so you decided not to post. And I was like, no, I was never going to post. But I said, I thought by me being there, my presence elevated the ticket. That's what I told them.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
I'm
dude.
disappointed. This is the only quote that they got into the...
I'm not on this fucking article. They didn't ask me anything.
Well,
Like-
they wanted to interview you.
Oh, they put
You're
me
at the
here.
front. They wanted to interview you, and I told them that he's unavailable for comment.
Hassan Piker, who has 2.7 million followers on Twitch and has been outspoken about Israel and the war in Gaza, a key dividing issue for Democrats, has been streaming his experience around the DNC footprint, showing viewers around the food truck area, and on Wednesday night, interviewing Representative Greg Kazar of Texas. Convention speakers took to the floor behind him.
Every media journalist that interviewed me was like trying to get to you. Why didn't they call me a podcaster? Because, I think that's important.